Hi everyone, welcome back to Nick's Diecast. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my collection of Hot Wheels premium cars, treasure hunts, and chase cars. I've featured most of these models kind of throughout my time on YouTube and on the Instagram page in the forms of various kind of individual posts and videos that either showcased like the unboxings of some of these car culture sets and me just finding these individual treasure hunt cars in various stores. But I figured it would be a good idea to kind of have one dedicated video where I showcase all of these kind of, I guess, more special castings, because these are definitely special compared to your regular Hot Wheels like mainline models. All the premium castings are in these back two rows here. And then in the front two rows, I have the various chase vehicles and the treasure hunt cars that I found. I've gotten actually the vast majority of these cars in the past 4 years or so. The Reese's van back here, a friend gave to me in 2018, I want to say. And the two Star Wars vans are from around 2015 or so. But most of these here I got in the last 4 years. And in fact, most of the treasure hunts you see came either from Giant or from CVS. I've never once found a treasure hunt or a super in that, for that matter, in Target or Walmart. They seem to be the two main places where most collectors appear to find these things, but I've found much better luck with finding, I guess, the desirable castings that I usually want and the treasure hunt castings at Giant and at CVS. But I just figured I would share where I found these. And of course, with most of these car culture cars here, they were from those 5-packs, or from those container sets, I guess we'll call them. The Leno 5-pack back here I did get as like the blistered individual models, but the Deutschland set, which is this set here of 5 cars, and the American Scene set I did get as the container sets. I got the Deutschland design set, the American Scene set, and the Jay Leno set all from Amazon. And all the sets I just pointed to are the sets that I'm talking about. I did get all of these either in 2022 or in 2023, but that's just where I got all those from. And these two came from Giant. A friend gave me that one. This one came from some store at the mall, and I believe on Amazon Warehouse Deals, I found the Aston Martin back here. So in the back here, we have the Jay Leno set of 5 cars that came out in 2023. You have the Lamborghini Countach, the Chevrolet Corvair, the McLaren F1, the tank car, and the Mercedes 300 SL, which I think is my favorite of the bunch here. With like the worn like racing deco and stuff, it's very cool. And of course, Jay Leno does happen to own all 5 of these vehicles in real life, which is very cool. So I'm definitely glad to have those. We have this Reese's van. I believe it's called like the Dream Van. What is it? The Dream Van XGW. A friend of mine from college gave this to me, and I still cherish it to this day because that's actually one of my favorite candy brands, and I do like van castings. So definitely happy to have that one here. Then we have 2 more vans here. We have the Holland Gas, which has C-3PO on it. It's more of a tank truck, I guess, than a van, but that's a premium from around 2015 or 16. And then this R2-D2 van, not even sure what the X8312, I think that's just the code name. I don't know what the actual name of this casting is. I think it's some kind of like a dairy van. It's not the dairy delivery, that's a different casting, but the engine is actually mounted inside, but definitely glad to have that one. And then for these last 2 models, we have the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk in this kind of dark metallic gray with the black wheels. Looks really cool. This is actually from the Fast and Furious franchise. And then we have the Aston Martin Valhalla concept from James Bond. I think it was Spectre, or whichever movie came right after that one. Hot Wheels did make a regular like mainline version of this, but I was able to find the premium casting here, so I'm definitely glad to have that one as well. Then for this row here, we have the Deutschland design set. The Audi RS4 in yellow is the first casting. This is actually, I think, my favorite of the bunch here. Then we have the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, which is heavily modified. It has kind of a raised up suspension, and you have that push bar on the front there and the roof rack. Looks very cool. And then you have that rear mounted spare tire and ladder, and it's done in a metallic green. Very cool. And we have a Porsche 911 GT3, 996, so it's from like it's around like a 2012 or 13 model if this were the real car, in this beautiful light blue. I think it's actually one of the best paint jobs that Hot Wheels has done for this particular casting. They picked the right one, I think, for the premium version. Then we have the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG 2012. I do love the red on here, and those wheels look really, really nice. Then we have this Mercedes-Benz C-Class DTM, or Mercedes-Benz C-Class Racer. Has this nice kind of D2 LVAT. I think it's actually based off a real racing livery. I don't know, Phillips Car Systems. Yeah, but I think this was definitely a nice car that they added to the set for sure as well. Kind of the outlier, I guess, because it is a race car and the rest of these are kind of like regular-ish cars, but this is definitely, I think, one of my favorite car culture sets that they've done. This did come out, I think, in late 2022, maybe mid-2022. Can't remember for sure. And then we have the American Scene set right here, 5 cars from that set. So first we have the 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body in this awesome green with the black hood, black roof, and the black trunk. This is actually modified from the Hot Wheels regular Dodge Charger casting, which I believe is based off a 2015 model or something. This is actually a different casting from that, and it does look really cool. They don't make this as a regular mainline version. You can get the 2015 Charger, but that's just based off the regular like RT and not any of like the Scat Pack or wide body versions. Then we have the Ford Bronco R in this really interesting kind of sky blue and white livery, I guess we'll call it. I do like the various racing decos on there, and then you have the white wheels and the rubber tires as well. All of these premium castings do have the rubber tires. I kind of forgot to mention that, but in addition to that, they all have metal bases as well. That's what kind of makes them stand out from regular like mainline castings. Then we have a Corvette C8R in this livery that is actually an existing livery. This cool kind of red, white, and blue paintwork. Same wheels as the C63 I'm just now seeing or realizing, so cool. But yeah, this is also available as a mainline, but I think the premium version, of course, is far better in terms of detail and build quality and paint job. So glad to have that one as part of the set. Then next we have the 69 Chevelle S396 in this awesome orange with the black stripes. Love the wheels paired up with this paint job as well. Kind of interesting how they only did one classic car in this American Scene set. I thought for sure they would do like a Mustang or like a Camaro or something, but I definitely love that they did the Chevelle. That's a really cool casting. Then last but not least for this set, we have the Tesla Roadster done in this kind of silver and black paint job with these interesting black wheels to pair up with the paintwork. So I think they did a good job with this one as well. I think it's a bit too close to the mainline version. Of course, the mainline version is all silver and doesn't have the metal base or the rubber tires, but I think if they had done the Roadster in a different color for either the mainline version or for the premium version, it would have stood out a little bit more, I think. But still a cool casting for sure. Then up here for the front 2 rows, we get into the various chase cars and treasure hunt cars. First, we have these 2 chase cars from the 54th anniversary set and the 51st anniversary set. This is the Gotta Go in gold. That's what it actually moves. Then we have the Nitro Tailgater in this kind of chrome finished pink, I guess we'll call it, with the light blue chromed out wheels, which look very cool. They also have a clear spoiler too. I was definitely glad to find this casting at CVS, and this casting I believe I found at my local mall, so cool. Up next we have the tuned twin mill in black. I found this one at CVS. See, it's kind of like a scrunched up and exaggerated proportions version of the regular twin mill casting. Then we have a Gotta Go in the form of a treasure hunt. So same casting as this, but of course it's in a different color, in blue with the white plastic seat. Then we got the Duck and Roll. I found both of these at Giant, actually 2 different Giants. You can see that it's done in that kind of metallic gold finish with the green wheels. This is quite the funny casting. I always like when Hot Wheels does like castings that are shaped like animals or like food. Next we have the Ragin' Express in red. It's actually a plastic casting. I found that one at a local grocery store. It looks good in that red. And it is all plastic, but you do have the metal base on it. Then next we have the Warp Speeder. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark casting. I found this at a CVS. I do love the clear wheels and tires on it as well. Baja Bone Shaker is up next. I found that one at my local Giant. See, it says Treasure Hunt or Treasure Haunt on the side there. And then you have the Treasure Hunt logo on the hood. All the Treasure Hunts do have that flame logo. That's how you know if you don't happen to have the packaging for the model that you are looking at a treasure hunt. So that's cool that Hot Wheels kind of does that. Then we have this Batmobile. I believe it's from one of like the TV series or something. I think this, actually, no, it doesn't move. I always forget that. But I found this one at CVS. Very cool. And then here's my latest treasure hunt. I found this one at my local CVS. It's the Surf Crate in pink with the surfboard sticking out from the back. Then in the front here, we actually have my four favorite T-Hunts and chase cars. I actually found this Hot Wheels ID Chase Motosaurus the same day and at the same place as this Dodge Charger Daytona. I found these both at a local Giant, and these are actually the first two treasure hunt and chase cars, respectively, that I found. So I was definitely happy about that. That was in September of 2020, and then since I was able to find these in the same dump bin in the same store on the same day, I thought, you know what, these might be worth actually I'm trying to find. And then I ended up finding all of these in the next 3+ years that followed. Of course, with the ID chase car, it does have the microchip on the bottom, and then you have the kind of metallic pink paint, which looks really cool. And then for the Daytona, it's done in this awesome yellow with the black spoiler. Then last but not least, for the treasure hunts, we have this Tricera truck in gray with the metal base. I love that color scheme on there with the various polka dots and stuff and the yellow wheels and tires. And then we have the Subaru B22 Impreza in white with this kind of a rally or racing deco on the sides. So yeah, those are all the various Hot Wheels treasure hunts and premium cars and chase cars that I found over the past 4 years. And I didn't really show the Jay Leno cars up close, so here is the Lamborghini Countach in red. I think that this is actually my favorite one of that set of 5. It looks really cool in that red. And the Chevrolet Corvair Yenko in white with the blue stripe. Love that paint scheme on there. It's got a license plate too. Then the McLaren F1 in black with those gray wheels. Hot Wheels actually did a mainline version of this too. Love that one. And the Jay Leno tank car, which has a very well-detailed front portion, as you can see there. Nice wheels and rubber tires as well. Very nice. And then last but not least, the Mercedes-Benz 300 Hessel Gullwing with that racing deco on there. Fantastic. Love this set. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at my collection of more special Hot Wheels cars, including premium castings, chases, and treasure hunts. I'm definitely glad to have gotten all of these over the past few years, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me showcasing them. Feel free to comment down below with perhaps your favorite car that I showed in the video here. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.